Hello guys, it's Melly Summers and welcome to another video where today I am building my first ever apartment within an apartment. So if you don't know what that is, basically I have seen several builders on YouTube do this where basically, you know, there's a lot of kind of big apartments and big houses within The Sims and they are typically very difficult to decorate and furnish, and I don't know, like they just, sometimes it's nice to have like a bit of a smaller apartment or house, and you can make it like feel really cozy and do some like really nice decorations. But there's a lot of like really big shells within the game, especially apartments in San Myshuno, which is of course the world that came with City Living, the pack that gave us apartments. And so I've seen a lot of people kind of break these apartments down into smaller ones, and that is exactly what I have done here. I didn't include, like, I didn't record me kind of splitting out this apartment because it took me a long time to kind of configure it. Like I said, this is my first time ever doing it. But, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the apartment, but it is the one in San Myshuno that is 3 stories. So the bottom floor is like a pool area, and I've kept that exactly the same. On the main floor where the lift is, there is a kind of balcony, like patio area. Again, I've kept that the same, and then there's the stairs that lead down to the pool from there, but that's kind of a communal space. And then I've got a little hallway on that floor, as well as the upper floor as well. So I actually split it into 3 different apartments, and it's really cute. I imagine there's like a little communal like laundry space, and then also like an armchair and just like places to hang out. I imagine like the Sims that live in these apartments are all really good friends. I thought that'd be really cute. This is actually the smallest of the 3 apartments, and it was inspired by my desire to make a pastel themed apartment. So I was scrolling through the comments of another builder's YouTube channel, and someone mentioned the pastel Danish aesthetic, which I'm not saying that this is what that is, but I did look into it and it just got me thinking I would love to do a pastel themed place. So that's what this is. This is just the upper floor, and I imagine, as you can see, the Sim that lives here, I imagine it is a single Sim, but you definitely could have more than one. I imagine they are an artist, so I've got a really big like art studio there with lots of like canvases and paintings, and art themed clutter that leads directly into the bedroom. And I was very ambitious because yes, this is the smallest apartment and the upstairs is actually bigger than the downstairs, and I just put a bedroom and an art studio upstairs. And then I looked at the downstairs space. It's very small and narrow, and I realised that I had to fit a kitchen, dining room, living room and bathroom all in that one space. So this is me realising that I can't do that. So you can see that I am adding a bathroom upstairs, but it fit really perfectly, so I didn't mind too much. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I love pastel colours anyway, and I think there's some really cute items in the game. It's not completely what I had in mind. In some ways it was, and in some ways it wasn't. So I think I do definitely want to do another pastel build that's perhaps a little bit more, I want to say mature, and also quote unquote normal. I was thinking I might do like a little cottage for a family or something that's very pastel themed. Like I'm imagining the parenthood counters, because they've got some really like cute colors on them. But yeah, this is quite an eclectic and eccentric apartment in my personal opinion. It's nothing too crazy, but it definitely feels like someone who perhaps has slightly quirkier decor you know, ideas, and in that way that's kind of what I was imagining, in the sense that I wanted to make an apartment for, I don't know, a bit like kawaii, I guess, like a bit cute. And you can see that little, I don't know if it's like a stool or like a little chair you can sit on that came from Snowy Escape. I think that's a void critter, and it's got that little leaf thing that it's sitting on. Basically that was like, I decided I wanted to do a pastel apartment, and then I immediately thought of that item, and I thought, yeah, I have to just build something that includes that. And then that's kind of where the idea came from, to make it kind of, I don't know, it's definitely like a young adult who lives here. I also imagine that she has a cat as well, so I'm about to put the cat like play area place. I don't have a cat, so I don't know what that's called. Is that a cat tree, or is it too small for that? I don't know, but there are a few sort of cat themed items, and I imagine they're the kind of person, like, I don't want to say they're childish per se, but perhaps they are a bit more like innocent and like, maybe some people think that they're not very sort of mature and grown up, but they just have their own kind of interest. Like, they're probably, you know, they really love like video games and anime and things like that. That's what I was kind of imagining. And like I say, not childish, but just kind of, yeah, a little bit innocent and definitely eccentric, eclectic, definitely a like collector of different items and unique furniture pieces. So this is the living room taking shape here. I of course had to use that absolutely gorgeous sofa that we got with the paranormal pack, but I decided to pair it with, I think it's Nifty Knitting that armchair came from. Absolutely gorgeous, and I was so thrilled to use that leaf wallpaper. I've wanted to use it in so many builds that I've done, but I just never think of the right way to use it. Like, it's quite a bold pattern, and you know, if I was to guess what kind of build I would finally be able to put it in, this kind of pastel eccentric apartment would not be that. But for some reason, I just really think it works in this apartment. I mean, I think maybe because it does just embrace that, yeah, eccentric, bold kind of theme for the overall apartment. So you can see I'm adding a little bookshelf and a shelving area as well. Just so you've got this like little dining space, and then right at the end of the video, I do actually swap out one of those chairs and put in a computer desk. I did initially consider just putting a laptop on the dining table, but the dining table isn't the biggest, and that took up like half the dining table just by putting like a computer there, so I did put a desk. But you can see I am cluttering up the shelf here, and again, just kind of that idea that this person has collected quite a few things on their journey. Maybe they like to travel a lot as well. And so this black shelf, you can see, is really funny actually. I built this apartment like about an hour after they released the latest update. So I had to disable my mods folder. So you'll see a lot of builders, especially on YouTube, like the bigger ones, they use that custom content red shelf, which allows you to kind of place custom content items in places you might not usually be able to. I use it all the time. It is so useful, but because I had to disable my mods folder, it wasn't there. So basically I had to kind of be a bit inventive with a shelf that's already in the game, and it didn't quite work as well, but it did work. So I was pretty happy with that. And then the final room in this apartment is the kitchen, and like I say, I was originally thinking of doing the parenthood counters, but I also really loved the ones that we got with the country kitchen kit as well. And especially this pink swatch, I knew that I had to do it, and I love the pink theme of the kitchen, with also some teal accents as well in like the dishwasher. I put, I think it's like the popcorn maker and the ice cream machine as well. And you can see that I put a few kind of interesting decorations like the sugar skulls, the snow globe, and also quite a few different like toys around the apartment. Which again lends itself to the idea that I want to say like child at heart almost, not necessarily childish, but yeah, I put them on the kitchen space initially because this is probably like the most storage space in all of the apartment. But I did think it was a bit weird to add them to the kitchen, so you will see later on that I do move some of those clutter items over to the shelves and to the bookshelf as well. But yeah, so I am just cluttering up the counters here. I had a lot of fun with this build. I mean, like I say, personally, I really love like the pastel colours anyway. So like lots of blues and pinks and yellows and greens. So it's a little bit of a different style. I did have to keep like checking myself. I didn't want it to look like, I wanted it to look quirky, but not like tacky. So hopefully I achieved that. I did want to go a little bit bold, but still keep it like really tasteful and, you know, looking like kind of cute. Like it's a cute little apartment, especially with the little toys everywhere. And those little like stools, like I say, from Snowy Escape. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I really liked this apartment, and I hope that you do too. If you do like it, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!